tourism to the U.S. is on the decline. The U.S. is set to lose $12.5 billion because of it. Traveler spending here is already down 22.5%. That's from last year, and it may only get worse.
Tourism numbers show a continued decline right here in Southern Nevada, and that dip in visitors is causing a big concern for many Valley workers.
This summer already has seen significantly fewer tourists.
In June, occupancy fell 14.9%, and it got worse in July. For the week ending July 5th, Las Vegas posted the sharpest decline in the nation. Hotel occupancy fell to 66.7%.
Remember when we warned you about the detention horror stories? When border agents turned a bald politician meme into an international incident? The bill for that madness just arrived, and America's tourist destinations are drowning in red ink. Summer 2025 was supposed to mark recovery. Convention centers expected packed halls. Hotels prepared for international crowds. Airlines added capacity. Instead, we got the most devastating tourism collapse in modern American history. While 183 other countries celebrated growth, the United States achieved something unprecedented, becoming the only major economy on Earth watching its tourism industry crater. The numbers arrived this week like a medical examiner's report. International arrivals plummeted 14%. Western Europeans fled at a 17% clip. Germans, nearly 30% vanished. Not traveling less, not choosing cheaper options, simply erased from arrival statistics. Las Vegas writes the obituary for American tourism. The entertainment capital built its empire on international high rollers and Vancouver weekend warriors. This summer delivered something nobody thought possible: a dead Vegas. Walk through Harry Reid International Airport during August's peak season. You'd find terminals operating at 60% capacity, where foreign languages once created a polyglot symphony. International traffic crashed 41% year over year, the kind of drop that transforms bustling gates into museum exhibits of better times. The Strip's desperation screams from every price tag. Room rates crashed to $163 nightly, a 16% collapse representing pure panic. Hotels that maintained $200 floors for decades suddenly begged for bookings. Occupancy hit 74% during what should be standing room only season. Vegas was engineered to run at 95%. That gap multiplies into millions of dollars vaporizing hourly. Gaming revenue delivered the death blow. July's $709 million take sounds healthy until you realize it missed projections by 15%. The baccarat tables, where Asian wealth traditionally concentrated, experienced their first sustained decline in memory. Vegas can't even attract gamblers anymore. What exactly is America selling? Caesars Entertainment CEO Tom Reeg chose diplomatic language, calling it a soft summer. Behind boardroom doors, executives spoke differently. One casino finance director revealed the true picture. We're not adjusting anymore. We're restructuring for survival. Staff cuts, consolidated operations, entire floors going dark. This is triage. Hawaii's paradise turned into purgatory. The Japanese market, their economic oxygen for generations, has essentially flatlined. Kenji Yamamoto's Waikiki restaurant tells the story in empty tables. Once serving 200 Japanese tourists daily, he now sees maybe 30. They're never coming back, he said, flipping through reservation books filled with white space. My Tokyo cousins say everyone's choosing Thailand or Guam. Same beaches, zero detention risk, better prices. Statistics confirm his nightmare. Japanese visitors to Hawaii cratered by over 50% compared to pre-pandemic levels. Tokyo and Osaka flights, once running multiple dailies, operate skeleton schedules. Airlines eliminated 250 flights in 6 months. You don't slash that capacity for temporary adjustments. Big city diners' closure after 26 years sent earthquakes through Kaimuki. The Hawaii Restaurant Association counts 4,000 fewer positions than 2019. Each lost job represents a family questioning whether paradise remains affordable without tourist dollars. New York City finally dropped its poker face. The revised forecast acknowledged what everyone knew: 3.1 million fewer international visitors than projected. $4 billion in direct spending didn't just decrease, it vanished entirely. Mayor Adams attempted spin control with temporary market adjustment rhetoric. Hotel Association President Vijay Dandapani delivered reality. This is catastrophic. We built for growth that reversed overnight. Properties are reconsidering everything. Staffing, renovations, whether staying open makes sense. The devastation cascades beyond Manhattan. International visitors typically triple domestic tourist spending. They book extended stays, patronize expensive restaurants, empty luxury stores. Their disappearance collapses entire economic food chains. Los Angeles stares down an even steeper cliff. The tourism board projects 25 to 30% international visitor drops, their optimistic scenario. January's wildfires provided convenient cover for a crisis predating any flames. West Hollywood hotels crashed from normal occupancy to 20% during Fire Week. But insiders admit the decline started months before smoke appeared. San Francisco's 5% overseas visitor decline seems manageable until context arrives. This is tech's global capital during AI's revolution. International entrepreneurs should be flooding the city. Instead, they're choosing Toronto, London, Singapore. Conferences requiring years of advance booking now desperately discount. Orlando presents the starkest warning. Disney World, the ultimate family pilgrimage, reports international bookings down 38%. When the Magic Kingdom can't attract foreign families, when parents choose knockoffs over the original, you've entered uncharted crisis territory. Behind percentages lies human wreckage. Maria Santos cleaned Miami Beach hotel rooms for 15 years before joining 50,000 other hospitality workers in unemployment lines. They kept promising international guests would return, she explained while filing paperwork. First, next month, then next season. Now, they say nothing at all. The federal response borders on performance art. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo maintains bizarre optimism, citing tourism's 9.5 million jobs and $2.3 trillion generation. The National Travel and Tourism Strategy targets 90 million international visitors by 2027. Current math suggests they'll miss by 20 million, assuming trends don't worsen. October brought Washington's masterstroke, a new $250 visa integrity fee. Because nothing screams welcome like surprise charges. U.S. Travel Association CEO Jeff Freeman couldn't hide his disbelief. The biggest deterrent to visiting America is cost, and Congress thought raising prices would help? World Travel and Tourism Council CEO Julia Simpson abandoned diplomacy. This is a wake-up call. The world's biggest tourism economy heads wrong because of government failure, not demand shortage. 13 countries now issue formal travel warnings about America. Not suggestions or guidance, warnings. Germany states valid visas guarantee nothing. Britain warns about unpredictable detention. Japan emphasizes safety concerns. China alerts students about enhanced scrutiny. France captures global sentiment perfectly, warning that America itself has become unpredictable. Canada publishes survival guides for crossing what was once the world's friendliest border. When your closest ally needs instruction manuals for visiting, dysfunction has achieved its final form. Airlines vote with route maps. Play Airlines announced complete U.S. abandonment by October, every route terminated. Condor eliminated 6 destinations overnight. WestJet watched bookings crater 70% before suspending 9 routes. Air Canada, Lufthansa, KLM, British Airways all shrinking American capacity while expanding elsewhere. The mathematics brook no argument. International visitors spend 8 times domestic traveler rates. Each represents $4,000 in economic activity. The projected $12.5 billion visitor spending loss triggers multiplier effects. Tourism economics calculates total damage approaching $64 billion, including lost jobs, tax revenue, and downstream impacts. Industry veterans finally speak truth. An anonymous executive managing properties across 5 states shared reality. We've stopped planning for recovery. We're restructuring for permanently smaller international markets, converting to residential, eliminating language services, reducing staff. This isn't temporary, it's the new normal. Convention centers echo similar refrains. International attendance hasn't merely dropped, it's reorganizing, away from America, permanently. A major medical conference drawing 15,000 international doctors for decades just announced they're splitting between Boston and Toronto. The message resonates. Global gatherings require non-American backup plans. The 2026 World Cup approaches like an iceberg toward the Titanic. FIFA expected millions of international fans. Current projections suggest half won't materialize. Olympic planners for 2028 watch America transform from dream destination to logistical nightmare. Recovery transcends policy reversal now. Shattered trust requires years of rebuilding. The world discovered alternatives, formed new patterns, embraced different destinations. Business relationships redirected, permanently. Every denial weak makes temporary damage more permanent. America achieved something remarkable this summer through systematic hostility toward the visitors its economy requires. Empty Vegas hotels, vacant Hawaiian beaches, silent international terminals, self-inflicted wounds compounding daily. Summer 2025 enters history as when American exceptionalism met immovable reality, when security theater trumped actual security, when paranoia defeated prosperity, when the bill arrived for confusing visitors with threats. Other nations study and capitalize. Canada advertises hassle-free entry. Mexico expands visa-free access. Europe welcomes fleeing conventions. Asia embraces rejected students. Every American restriction becomes competitor opportunity. Every detention story creates permanent converts to friendlier shores. The world maintains patience with America, barely, but patience has expiration dates. Trust has breaking points. Somewhere between detention centers and bankruptcy courts, between travel warnings and empty hotels, America crossed lines that generations might not uncross. Washington faces a simple question. Act before temporary becomes permanent, before empty becomes standard, before global travel patterns crystallize around avoiding America entirely. Time remains theoretically, but as every vacant hotel room demonstrates, time is precisely what America lacks. The summer, when paradise lost its tourists, might be remembered as the season American tourism lost its future. Unless something changes fast, the clock isn't just ticking anymore, it's screaming.